My daughter had the most beautiful smile. She was so friendly, ne? But so he happened to call us, Nano and my husband, and then he told us, Uba, you guys have just recently lost your daughter. I can say that we lost a lot of friends through this because
Were there any challenges in the support structure between yourself and your husband? Hi guys, welcome back to Hot Seat with Penzola. Thank you so much for tuning in. Losing a child is a traumatic event, and I can't even begin to think how I would feel if it happened to me as a parent. And there is a saying that no parent should bury their own child, but unfortunately it does happen. And today I have Sisanda, who's going to talk to us about a loss of a child and what that experience was like for her. Sisanda, thank you so much for accepting my invite to talk to me about your personal story, one that is a very sad one, and just the strength for you to be able to sit next to me and talk about it. I really appreciate that. Perhaps we should start by from the beginning of what happened.
Okay, so basically, umntwana begula. Well, yeah, she was not a sickly child, but the symptoms presented themselves as a child who was teething. Because she had a temperature, she was vomiting, she had diarrhea. So because the symptoms persisted and we were trying all sorts of things to bring the temperature down, we decided to go to the hospital. Safika esibhedlele, they said no, the child is teething. They didn't admit her.
Okay.
We took her home. But we didn't sleep that night, and we went back to the hospital.
That same night.
Yeah. And then she was seen by a different doctor, and then that doctor said, nope, this child has meningitis. That was the first time we heard of meningitis. I didn't even know what meningitis
it was.
is.
Yeah.
I didn't know how dangerous it is, And then, she got admitted, and then Benza get the CT scans and everything. And then they put her on antibiotics to try and fight the bacteria. But she was there, I think, for one night.
Yeah.
Yes, and the following morning, all her organs started giving in one by one. And then,
Sure.
that was it. She drifted away.
She drifted away.
And
we're smiling, but this is actually quite sad, right? I can only imagine. So I am a parent. I just want to understand what the impact this loss had on you and your husband together, but also individually.
Yes.
Because we deal with grief differently.
We both had our own individual journeys.
Yeah.
But kwezo journeys zethu, we kept coming together. Because when he was weak, I was strong. When I was strong, he was weak. But for me, as like a woman will break down more, will cry more than a man. Yeah, now he used to, when he's feeling a bit down, he'd go to a space where he's going to be alone, maybe go outside in the veld and do whatever he wants to do and then come back. But individually,
what did you do when you were in that?
When I just felt the feelings. Like when I felt like crying, I would cry. And then eventually, because depression it's a very complex, what is it? Sickness?
Illness.
Yeah.
You can call it that.
One thing I know is I drank more to cope, to escape. Sometimes you just feel numb. You don't feel anything. And then sometimes you just want to cry, or you're tired. Like there's nothing exciting in life. I even got to a point where I wanted to join my daughter, wherever she is. Like, I know I had Uradilwe back then. She was my other child.
Your first one?
My first child, yes. And I knew I still had a responsibility, but I must look after her. But
then you wanted to be with this other one that's gone.
I wanted to be with this one that is gone. And I had actually told myself, but no, she's got her granny, she's got aunties, she's got whoever. They will look after her. I want to be with this one. Like, the only thing that was gonna make it okay was for me to be with my baby.
Sure.
But okay, that was not possible.
Yeah, that was not possible. No. So talk to me about the healing journey, like the journey of healing. So what were the steps, and what did how did you get here where you are even able to talk to me about it?
Yes, number one was church. I remember this one Sunday we went to church, me and my husband. My mom referred us to that church. Umfundisi wakhona is he's got a gift of prophecy. So we went there. Like, I didn't even hear the sermon. I don't even know what the sermon was about. I didn't hear the whole service. I didn't understand what was happening. All I felt was the pain, and I wanted to hear from God. But why? Why did this happen? Why did I have to lose my child? And then after the service, there's the second service where he does the prophecies, and he calls people and he says whatever is in the spirit. So he happened to call us, Nano and my husband, and then he told us, you guys have just recently lost your daughter. And then through Londo, he told us, but no, your daughter is fine. She's well where she is. And then slowly, I was like, okay, no, she's fine where she is. And then I kept going to church. Church is almost like a rehab type of place, because you get that hope, you get lifted, and then the therapy. But so for me it was church, and then my husband as well, because we would sit and talk about it, about how are you feeling. Yeah, basically that's it. Yeah, because the people around me, I can't really say. Another thing, when you lose a child, you get closer to people that have lost abantwana, and then you actually trust them more than those that have not. I don't know.
I get
for
you.
Me,
so
I was in a space where I'm like, you can't tell me you know how I'm feeling,
because you haven't lost
have
the
not.
child.
Yes.
And I don't. I mean, as I sit here with you today, I don't know that feeling, because I haven't lost a child.
And God forbid, I don't want you to ever know that feeling. I don't wish it on anyone.
Yeah.
I don't wish it on anyone. It's the worst. But the silver lining in the cloud is that you do come out stronger. I believe. You are never the same. You'll never be the same. You'll never look at things the same. You'll never look at people the same. People change. People around you change. You change. Like everything.
I just want to talk about the support structure, right? You refer to people around you changing, people around you not understanding how you felt. So there's two parts to my question. So the first one is I want to understand that you are clear that your husband was your support structure. You were his support structure. But were there any challenges in the support structure between yourself and your husband? What challenges did you experience?
Between Nanaye, I can't say there were any challenges. It's just that there were no. I can't say there were any challenges. We were there for each other. Yeah. Yeah. Because we understood what we were going through. Yeah, no, there weren't any.
And did you guys go to therapy both as a couple or individually?
I eventually...
Outside of church, of course.
I eventually got admitted Vista for 21 days because I was not coping. Yeah, so there you get to see a therapist, a psychologist, and then a psychiatrist. Yeah. So and also a pastor. Yeah. So it's you get like
all the full support.
Yeah, and tools
structure and
how
tools.
to cope and things like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Now let's move to the people around you that you say either understood or didn't understand or they've changed. How does that shape how you look at your circle now?
I can say that we lost a lot of friends through this because I think maybe people felt it was too painful to be around us, or maybe they didn't know what to say or how to act, or like people basically avoided being around us. Yeah. So now it's, I don't know, like even now I can't say I have actual friends. I don't know if it's changed me for the better, or now I look at people and think like, are you for real? Or like
question.
Yeah, like I don't know. I don't have friends except for him, my husband.
Which
and
as
my
shows,
family.
Should,
Family is family. Family can't. You can't throw them away.
No,
family will always be there, and Nagui family still there are people where you know, but okay, these are the ones. Yeah,
so even with the family, there were those that also distanced themselves and also didn't.
Definitely. Definitely.
Yeah. What would you have wanted? How would you have wanted them to act?
Just like for me, you didn't have to say anything. You could have just sent me a heart emoji, a phone in to say I'm thinking about you, or just come over, give me a hug. You don't have to say anything. Also during that time, a lot of people had my daughter's picture as their icon, and not icon, their profile pic. Profile pic. You know, the moment people started taking those off their profile pics,
what happened to you?
It was like, no. Life goes on. Life goes on. Life does not wait for you to grieve and finish. Life goes on. People have other things to worry about, you know.
So when they were taking off those pictures, it felt like they were moving on. So it's over now.
Yes,
it's done.
It felt like, okay, it's time to move on.
Yeah.
People have moved on. I knew that I was not ready to move on at that point. It was way too early for me.
Of course.
But I could see, okay, people have moved on. And eventually now I'm going to have to move on, you know. I can't be crying all the time, wishing I was with her. it's not gonna happen. I had to live for my daughter. I had to live for myself. I had to live for my husband. Naba balandelayo.
Yeah. Now, talk to me about your most cherished moment with your daughter.
Yo.
I'm taking you to that time, Talk to us about the most memorable time.
My daughter had the most beautiful smile. She was so friendly, ne? But she'll be friendly at a distance. She'll smile at everyone in the room, but don't touch me.
Yeah.
Don't touch me. Yes,
yeah.
I see you.
But don't
But
come
don't
near
touch.
me. Yeah.
No, don't take me from my mom or anything like that. She was a very joyful child. Very joyful child, and you knew when Ukulu is not happy. She could cry. She could cry, especially ebusuku, but her dad would sing for her. But yeah, no. All in all, she was an easy child. She was an easy child, easy to please. Also, Dandifund, I was studying during that first year. So most of the time, I was at school during the day, and then after work, I'm doing it.
While she was still alive,
yes,
you were still you were at school.
So I didn't spend a lot of time with her during the day. Weekends, I would spend time with her. So it's another thing that hits me and says, but if only I knew.
I would have spent more time with her.
But no, she was an easy child, yeah. Very, very sweet. I remember every time I would come back, she'd be sitting she used to love watching TV. She'd be sitting there watching TV with our helper. And the moment she sees me walk into the room,
sure,
that smile, yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, you say you wish you could have spent more time. Would it have made any difference in the loss?
Probably not.
Even if you had spent more time with her?
Probably not. But there's these what is it? The stages that you go through. There's the stage where you are blaming yourself for izinto that happened. Yes, it was out of my control. There's no way I could have controlled how much time I spent with her, or I couldn't have known that I only have 11 months
with her.
Yeah. So yeah.
So the guilt is there, but
guilt,
obviously in your healing journey, then you get to realize that actually it was really out of your hands.
It was.
Yeah.
It really was out of my hands. But in the beginning, you can't help yourself but blame yourself.
Yeah.
There's always that blame.
Yeah, yeah. Like any other parent, you look internal first before you actually, what could I have done better?
You look external first, because I remember thinking that doctor.
Yeah.
That
doctor that
should
said
have done a lot more for my that first doctor that said, no, you can take her home, she's teething.
Do you still resent that doctor even today? Because I actually wanted to ask you. I actually wanted to ask you. Okay, we all understand teething, but as a professional, how do you determine teething? What other tests did you do to make sure that you're sending it's indeed teething?
And we're sending home a child on a temperature. A temperature yake 39, 40. How do you send a child home
back? Yes.
In a temperature njeani?
It is there. So maybe you said resent is a strong word.
Yeah.
But what is the
word?
Back
then, yes, I could say, yes, I resented her. Yes, more than lowest being a daughter, because I'm thinking, had she acted earlier,
and they picked up this meningitis there.
Exactly, maybe.
Maybe.
But yeah.
Yeah. It didn't happen.
It didn't happen. No, I don't resent her.
Mm.
I don't. I've made peace with everything. I don't resent any of the staff there. Yes, I do feel that they could have done izinto much faster. And maybe izinto could have been avoided. I don't know. I don't know.
Don't know.
I don't know.
Let's talk about, generally as a community, we get invited to kids' birthdays, baby showers, and all of that stuff. And there may have been people that were pregnant at the same time that you were pregnant with Kulu.
Yes.
And when you see their children, how was that for you? I mean, those are the practical daily stuff where you get invited to these things. What was your response? Did you ever attend them? Did you, talk to me about that.
I don't think I would have said no to any invitation. It's life. We will constantly be reminded of where Kulu would have been, what Kulu would be doing now. Even if we didn't have someone close to us at that time, there would still be a group of kids that are in her group, age group in the society. That reminder, you can't run away from it. I wouldn't have said no to any of those invitations. I don't think I ever did.
Yeah.
I just attend.
Or maybe you were never invited. Like I guess you mentioned
nothing
earlier.
Sticks out.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
Nothing sticks out, but I don't think I would have said no.
And your older child at the time, she's got this little baby sister, playing with her every day. What was that conversation like? That your baby sister is no more.
It's gone. Kuko, there's a saying traditionally that you need to whisper in her ear when she's sleeping.
I hear a lot about that. Yeah.
We did that.
Okay.
It's actually supposed to stop her from asking about her, but no, she didn't stop asking about her sister. Kids are stronger than we think. Kids are resilient, because we thought that Isam affected esikolweni, she's not going to perform well esikolweni. But she had a moment where she'd be like, yo, I miss my sister, and cry, break down, and we'd cry together. But
and what conversations are happening? Does she know where the sister is? You did whisper.
Yeah.
And the idea was that she's going to stop asking, and now she's saying she misses her sister.
Yeah, but she was at the funeral as well. She saw what happened. Okay. She saw her sister in the
coffin.
The coffin. She saw her. She saw her sister go down there in the grave.
Sure.
So how old was she? 6? How old was she? I can't remember how old she was. She was in grade 1, so she was 6 or 7. Yeah. But yeah, she knew. She knew. We had conversations where I'd tell her, no, your sister is no longer with us. She's with the angels now. Like, she's your angel. Yeah. She'll visit you in your dreams.
And how is she today?
She's fine.
Yeah.
She's fine.
And I mean, you've got other kids, right? Do they know? I mean, some of them do they know that they've got an older sister?
Yes,
okay,
they
okay.
do know. They know. We've been to her grave a couple of times, and we do explain that you have a sister called Kuluman, but she's no longer with us. Yeah, they know. And we celebrate her birthday every year with them.
With them, yeah.
Yes, so they know.
They know that today's our sister's birthday, and wow.
Yeah.
You. Do you guys have any questions that you want me to ask?
We live in the modern technology days, right? Did you maybe try seeking for help? Because other people, they face these things or whatever they face, and then they go online, then they find support groups like on Facebook. You know. So are there any group that you were part of, maybe not in person, but maybe online, that helped you through the process while you were dealing with it?
It wasn't an online group, but it's a group that my previous boss got for me. Well, she contacted the people. It's Compassionate Friends. They meet, I think once a month, I don't know. I only went to one meeting. It was way too sad for me. I couldn't. It felt like people are competing for the saddest story.
Sure. And that's not.
I don't know if
not
that
how a
makes
support
sense,
group-
but
No, it makes sense, but that's not how a support group's supposed to feel.
that's how I
It's
felt.
like yours, mine is centered on
Yes,
yours.
yeah.
Okay, that's
Yes,
interesting.
I think that is why I only went to one of their meetings and I never went back, because I felt like, no, it's not my space. I'm not gonna heal here. I'm not gonna grow here. So no, and I haven't reached out to anything on social media, any groups on social media. I haven't.
How did your mom? I mean, you have family. Your mom, your sisters, like you said, family is family. Some distance themselves, but you know, grandmothers are always the ones that spoil our children. How did this affect your mom and the relationship you have with your mom and siblings?
I would say I grew closer to my mom. It was nice. She lost a child. She lost a grandchild. She lost a grandchild. So we did grow closer. In fact, after the funeral, she stayed with us, I think, for about 3 weeks.
Sure.
Yeah. Gone by now.
Mommy, can you? But she's looking after her child.
Yes, definitely. No, we grew closer, me and my mom, and my siblings as well.
Yeah.
They actually made a song for my daughter, my 3 sisters.
Yeah.
Dedicated a song to her. So
it really enriched that relationship.
Yeah, the relationship did grow stronger.
Sure. Yeah, no, I must say it's a sad, but it's a sad experience. It's traumatic, but I'm really proud of you to have gone through the journey and realizing where you are in life, and earlier you alluded to how your view and how you see things differently now.
Yeah, definitely.
And you can never be the same.
No.
But the ability to sit here and talk about it and take me back, and I must say that's very and I don't know if encouraging is the right word, but
I would like
that's
to
brave.
Hear that it is encouraging, because I want whoever is going through what I went through to know that there is life afterwards. You still can find joy in life. Yes, we're not saying forget about your child. You will remember them. I remember Ukulu almost every day. But I don't break down every time I think about her anymore. There were moments where I used to. But
gets better.
It does get better with time. It does. You can't put a label on it and say after 5 years you'll be fine, after 2 years.
I guess each journey is different,
journey
right?
is unique.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Each journey is unique just like Neyam and my husband's journey were both unique journeys that we each took separately. Yeah. But thank God it didn't pull us apart.
Correct. I was about to go there to say, I was reading an article the other day of loss of children, and many couples after losing children or a child, they actually get separated. So it's also encouraging to see that together, whilst you were grieving differently, you both understood each other and you knew what the mood is. You knew it's okay if he goes out into the felt and he does his own thing and he's getting AWOL, and then he comes back. That's what he does, and if you break down, he's there for you. So it is encouraging that as a couple you were able to then still hold on to each other, and the ability to have more kids. Because I can imagine.
That's also quite scary.
Yes, because So talk to me about that. I mean, the pregnancy after Ukulu, when that 11 months hit, what was that like?
Ubugamoso is the child after Ukulu. She got sick at 10 months. We ended up in hospital. Same symptoms. She was in hospital for 4 days. But this time she had tonsillitis and an ear infection.
But you are in hospital with
I'm in hospital with her.
And I'm sure you remember that
I'm praying as hard as
Yeah.
I've never prayed so hard in my life.
And Bukamuso pulled through.
But you know what? That fear never goes away. Every time they get sick, you wonder, is it gonna get worse? Are we gonna end up in hospital? Are we gonna come back alive?
With the baby?
Yeah. Just last week, Ubukamuso had a chest infection in hospital. She spent the whole of last week in hospital. I was besides myself. It doesn't go away.
It doesn't go away. That fear, that paranoia. It's that something can happen because you've experienced it.
Yes.
You know what how
Jonga,
worse it
you
can
are praying.
get.
You are praying, but you are still thinking, "Ish, yeah, I'm praying, but
if it must happen, it will happen."
I'm praying, but.
Yeah.
It could happen.
Yeah.
It could happen again. There are women who have lost multiples of kids.
Yes.
You can't say, okay, I've lost this one. That's it for me. I'm done. I've had the experience. It's not going to happen again. The only way you can stop it is by not having any more kids after that.
So you guys had 2 more kids.
Yeah, we had 2 more kids.
After Kulu, and they're healthy. But I mean, obviously,
every
like
time
you
they
said,
get
every
sick.
time they get sick, you get your. Do you find that you worry less about the first one, Uratile?
I think so.
Okay.
Also because maybe because she's older and now she, like the minute Yena is but she's got something in her throat, she runs to me, hey, give me medicine, give me medicine. I'm by 2. Like sesibona symptoms, but oh no,
this is it.
He's coughing, he's got a temperature, you know. Yeah, no, it's not easy.
Where are you today? Do you still find yourself thinking and crying, or is when you celebrate a birthday, is it just all the joy? Is it all joy? Like,
yeah, no, the birthdays are getting easier and easier.
Okay.
I used to hate December, the entire month, because I lost her in December, and her birthday is in December.
Yeah.
I had no joy. Christmas and all, December for me was like the worst month ever. I think it changed maybe 4 years ago.
Sure.
Then
slowly getting better.
Yeah. Slowly I look forward. Yeah, now I look forward to Christmas. now I look forward to birthday yakhe. I don't remember the day she passed on anymore. I don't some people will have that anniversary yoba this is the day they left. I don't do that.
Are you consciously choosing not to remember
yes,
the day?
I'm choosing not to. I see the day, but I don't feel as sad as I used to. So I don't even pay attention to it. The only day that we celebrate is her birthday. Yeah. It's her birthday.
Sure. I think I'm going to close this conversation now. But I thank you again. You are brave. And I was going to ask, to share your wisdom on your views, in terms of people that might be going through what you've went through. You've already answered that. And yeah, whoever is experiencing it, whoever is still experiencing it, and still feels the way that Sisanda feels, the message I'm getting is it does get better.
Yeah.
It's not easy. You never forget about it, but it gets better. I close this episode with a heavy heart because this is it's a sad story, and I think the purpose of having such discussions is that we sometimes don't talk about the sad things, and we don't talk about how everybody else around you does and how they should help you. Because you're right, you mentioned earlier that they started moving out. You think they started avoiding you because it was too sad being around you. You think because they're not sure what to say to you. And you're saying you don't have to say anything.
No, you don't.
Just be there.
Just be there.
Even if you visit and we keep quiet.
Yeah.
But you're here.
Yeah.
So and I hope that we start understanding certain things about ourselves and about others that are going through grief. Not knowing what to say is okay.
And don't say things like, if not you, then who?
Yeah.
Don't say those things.
Or
Please.
say, I know how you feel when you actually haven't gone through it.
Exactly.
Yeah. No, but thank you so much, guys. I do think that if you have any questions for Sisanda, please drop a comment. I will get her to answer all your questions. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with your friends. And I hope you learned and there are some takeaways from this conversation. I'm not gonna say enjoyed, because certainly it wasn't one of those that. But it was quite insightful, I must say, and the learnings and thank you. It's been a real thing. Thank you for coming. There we go.
Cheers.
Cheers. It's a wrap. Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining Hot Seat with Penzola. I am Penzola, your host with the most. Hi everyone.
Okay, we are rolling it, Paman.
Hi guys, welcome back to Hot Seat with Penzola. Thank you so much for tuning in. I am Penzola, your host, and today's topic is a bit of a... I shouldn't go there.
Not a bit of a...
Yeah.
Let's find a different intro.
Yeah, I know. Yes. Maybe I shouldn't.
Okay, cut.
What?
2.
Yes.
Cut loss.
And I think as a result, we felt as
Pick up.
pick up from me.
Intro.
You're making me repeat that.
Yes, please.
Yes. So it's...
I like it so much. I wanna hear it.
Oh, fuck you.
No, but also it's a...
All right, again. Well, Nana.
And it's so yes, more we call it. It's a feeling.
I think 36 below yes, Vava.
It's a feeling.
Yes, but it's making me feel sad, and I
That's
don't
what
like
it was.
it.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.